What's up, guys? Welcome back to Horizon Home Theater. Today I'm going to show you guys how to correct the metadata that Zappiti pulls from your files. Unfortunately, it doesn't always get it right, so I'm going to go through it right after this intro. Alright guys, we are here on the Zappiti website, and the easiest way to edit your collection or edit the metadata is to actually use the provided Zappiti application on your laptop, computer, not your remote, because I can really zip through going through this very easily with my mouse compared to pressing a button, waiting for it, and it just works tremendously faster than if you were to sit there with your remote and do this. Now you can do it with your remote, but as I mentioned, it is much faster. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go to zappiti.com, and you're going to want to go to download, and then you're going to click on this Zappiti video for PC and Mac. You can also download this onto your phone or tablet, and it's Android based also. So I mean the player itself is Android based. So you can actually download this, and you can also edit from your tablet, but it's really not recommended. I would definitely say use your laptop or PC. So you scroll down here, you can see you have it for the Mac or for the Windows. I'm actually using the Mac, and I've already downloaded this, so I'm not going to download it again, but download it and install it to your computer. And then click on the icon, and what this does is it actually logs you right into your actual collection. If you're not sure how the Zappiti works, basically what you do is you store the files on your hard drive, and then the Zappiti takes the metadata and it stores it on a cloud source for you. And that way, if you ever lose your files, you do not have to identify the metadata all over again from the Zappiti. So it will be there unless you actually do a delete from Zappiti. Now, let's talk about how to edit your collection. Now, I've already gone through a bunch of these, and the main reason that I'm going through this is because not all of the 4K titles actually dropped into the 4K category when I put them onto my hard drive. And there's a reason for that. Zappiti actually uses a parameter to know whether or not it's a 4K disc or if it's UHD. And the way that it does that is it recognizes if it's over 45 gigs, it automatically puts it into the 4K category. There's one caveat to that though. Unfortunately, if you're using Make MKV, all the files are in little folders. So it's not actually recognizing the Make MKV files as one big file unless you rip it a different way. But I'm actually ripping it as a BMVD file. So I'm getting the total 100% disc, one-to-one, subtitles, title menu, everything. I'm not going through and I'm not filtering anything out. I just want the full one-to-one copy. So when I actually put these files on my hard drive, and I installed the hard drive into my Zappiti Pro 4K, and then it identified them. Unfortunately, it didn't identify them all correctly, and it didn't put them in correct categories. So let's go through this. I've already started to do this, as I mentioned, and I'm on the ends right now. So I'm just going to take you through some of this. So what I'm looking for is I'm looking for everything in 4K to have this 4K banner. Everything that's not 4K to either have a Blu-ray banner or a Make MKV banner or a 3D banner. Okay, so let's check out National Lampoon's Vacation. As you can see, this does not have a banner. And the reason for that is that this is an actual group. The G stands for group here. This music means that it's actually playing music. You can probably hear some music in the background behind me. And you can actually turn this music on and off. So if I were to click into National Lampoon's Vacation, you will see that it actually has the Blu-ray banner up at the top here. If I click on it again, it's going to pull the movie up. It's going to tell me the aspect ratio, what the actual recording is in, 5.1. It's a Blu-ray disc, and it's HD 1080p. All right, and then the title actually scrolls across the top here. Now I can go in and I can change all this. I can change this picture, I can change this background, and what you do is you just right click and I can go to change the picture. All right, so you see that it has different pictures here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to choose this one. Now it should change that picture of the DVD, and then the background is actually different. Now let's say I wanted to change something in the title, or whether or not it was 4K, or whether or not it is the aspect ratio came in incorrect. So as you see, I right clicked on this and then I hit edit, and I'll go back and I'll do that again. Let's see how I go back. All right, so I hit right click, then I go to edit. This is the title up here, but I can change that. So I can put whatever I want in here. I can change the length, I can change the notes, who the director was. You can edit all of this. I can change the output. I can change it to anything that I want in here. All right, so you get the gist of that. And then what I'm also looking for is what actual categories is it in. So let's see. This one is in comedy, which is fine for me, because I'd like to be able to go back here to my categories and look at all my comedy movies. So let's see if National Lampoon's actually shows up. And there it is right there. All right, so that's the main thing that we're looking for with this. So let's go through and edit a couple. I believe all the ends are correct, but we're going to go ahead and check. As mentioned, I want to see what the categories are. So this is a 3D. I believe that this is, says it's HD, but I believe that this movie actually is 4K. I'm going to have to go back and check that though. Alright, let's check the Nutcracker. Related categories. Okay, it is showing 4K, fantasy, and adventure. Alright, let's go to the O's. Alright, we've got the Ocean's movies. They are in groups. As you can see, I've already been through some of these. I must have gone past the ends. Go back out of the O's. Looks like all those are done. go to the P's. Okay. This is an HBO series. I know that both of these are 4K. So it does show Ultra 4K here. I just want to make sure that the category is in 4K. And that one is. And that one is also. Alright, I know that these are Blu-rays, but they don't have the title. So, or the banner. So let me go into change picture. And a lot of times Zappiti will have pictures for you already there with the actual Zappiti title. And if you click on the movie, a lot of times something will pop up here. Zappiti has completed the media's technical information. And a lot of times that will actually put the banner on there for you without you having to change the picture. So let's see if that actually happens. Alright, and there it is. It actually popped that Blu-ray banner up for you. Alright, same thing here. I'm going to click on this one. It pulled up the information. You can see the Blu-ray banner is not there. Go back into it, and now it is. So these are some of the secrets that I learned with the Zappiti, and unfortunately you do have to go through and do this just to get it to show your Blu-ray banners and stuff. A little bit of tedious work for a day or two on your movie collection, but it actually does a pretty good job of categorizing the actual movies that you upload to it. So this one didn't pull down, so I'm going to go to change picture. Click on the one that was there, and now it actually changed to the banner. Alright. As you can see, it's pulling all this metadata down as I'm doing these. Now this particular one, it did not update the picture. Once I went in there, go to change picture, click on the same picture that it had, and then it actually showed it right there. The Blu-ray, okay? So the next thing I want to do is I want to make sure that these are identified as horror. So I'm going to go into edit categories, so thriller and horror. For that particular one, thriller and horror for that. So we're just going to make sure that all the categories are correct. So this only is horror. So let's add thriller to it. It's the same movie, right? No thriller on that one, so I'm going to go ahead and add it. Thrillers on that one. That one has mystery. Alright, so let's check them all out again. Seems like we got them all. Now I know this Parasite is in 4K. Doesn't have the 4K banner. So let's see if it actually got categorized in the 4K or not. Okay, does show 4K thriller comedy. When I click on it, as you can see, it popped up the information. Let's see if that actually added the title. Go back to the banner, excuse me. And now it actually has the banner. Passengers, I believe that's in 4K also. 4K HDR. Banner didn't pop up. Go back out, go back in, and now it actually popped up. Alright, this one's actually a 3D movie. So once I went in there, let's see if it actually will pop up 3D, and it did. As mentioned, these are just some of the shortcuts that I've found out just by editing my collection. You need to actually click into the movie, and then it'll pull down some additional metadata, and then it will put the banners up for you. If you don't see it right away, back out to the menu and then go back into it, and more than likely it'll pop up. If that does not work, then you go in, you hit change picture, and you will see the Zappiti has suggested pictures for you. This one has up to 5 pictures, and down here you can actually change your backgrounds. I'm going to click on that one again. It should update the picture. I believe this one's in 4K also. No, this one's in HD. Just a regular Blu-ray. And that's what it's showing there. Right, I'm going to show you one more thing real quick. What happens if you have multiple movies on one disc? So the Nightmare on Elm Street box set, it has on disc 1 it has Nightmare on Elm Street. On disc 2 it has Nightmare on Elm Street 2 and 3. On disc 3 it has Nightmare on Elm Street 4 and 5, and then the last disc it has just Nightmare on Elm Street 6, I believe. So what I did, I went in here, and you can see I actually made 2 separate movie posters on the discs. And I'm sorry, it's 1 and 2, 2 and 3 and 4. No, there's 1 there. 2 and 3, 4 and 5, and then 6. I don't know why this one's over here. See, I don't know if I can move it or change the way that the order is or not. But I'll have to look into that. But that's the first Nightmare on Elm Street. And what I did, as mentioned, is I downloaded a collage program for my computer. And I actually went to Google and I typed in Nightmare on Elm Street 4 or Nightmare on Elm Street 3. And I went to the images, and I just picked the IMDb actual movie poster, and I downloaded that image, and in one side of the collage I put Nightmare on Elm Street 4. On the other side of the collage I put Nightmare on Elm Street 3, the IMDb artwork. So, and then I saved it, and then what I did here is I went into, my computer's locked up, there we go. I went into change picture, and if you see this tab up here, it says get from computer. Well, I don't actually have the collage on this computer. I did that on my Windows computer. But if I click this, you can see I can choose any picture that I want to put in there. So, and that's exactly what I did. I did that, and then I created the 2 side-by-side artwork for 1 and 2, or excuse me, 2 and 3, 3 and 4, and this one I didn't have to mess with. So, alright guys, I hope you found this video informative. If you did like the video, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, please hit the like button. It really does help us out. And if you like videos like this, make sure you check out my friend John Anthony's channel on Positron Hi-Fi. I'll leave the link at the top. And thank you guys again so much. Have a great day, and we'll see you in the next video.